From the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Dale and Scott.
Back at ya. It's Tuesday, September 27th. Actually, we're actually taping this on Tuesday, September 27th. Imagine that.
Hey.
We usually do it the night before. But we didn't feel like it last night, so here we are in the studio in broad daylight without cocktails.
Weird, man.
What will that do to the show? I'm trying to feel like I'm drunk. Hey, we got breaking news. Paris Hilton's dog is still missing.
I did not know that this was still a thing.
Diamond Baby.
I thought the dog was found already.
Chihuahua went missing during a move. Paris Hilton just bought a new house. She's moving from one mega mansion to another. And sometime during the move, the little Chihuahua went out the door.
Oh.
She has hired a pet detective, dog psychics, and a whole team of drones to look for this friggin' dog, which was probably picked up by a bird and taken far, far away, or eaten by a coyote or something.
Maybe.
She's offered a $10,000 reward with no questions asked.
Someone maybe have found it and
Just decided to keep it.
yeah.
I mean, gosh, I would think that someone like her would have her dogs chipped. Right?
You would think. Yeah.
So she'd be able to get the damn thing back if it went
Should have put an air tag on it.
Guess so. Hey, we are loving living in Las Vegas for sure. That's why we came back. And we have to tell you about what we did this past Friday night. It was pretty spectacular. Probably one of my favorite nights ever in Las Vegas. Don't you think?
It was one for the books, yeah.
We went to the Rise Up Gala. This is to benefit the Tyler Robinson Foundation, which is a pediatric cancer charity here in Vegas, which was started in part by Dan Reynolds, who is the frontman of the mega pop group Imagine Dragons. So this is something that's close to his heart, and he puts all of his time and effort behind it, and he's amazing. He doesn't just help the Tyler Robinson Foundation. He's out there for a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, man.
And he's a real good ally of the LGBT community, too. Anyway, a great organization. They help families financially and emotionally as they deal with the tragedy, obviously, of kids getting cancer, which sucks, because even if you have the best health care, there's still a lot of money that you're going to have to spend.
Right.
Taking time off work and constant going to the hospital and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great organization. Anyway, they did their gala at Resorts World, which is, we've talked about on the show before. It's the brand new mega resort here in Vegas, over there near the Wynn and Encore. Man, did they put on a nice event.
It was kick-ass. It was a lot of fun.
I got Dale in a blazer. You wore a blazer and a button-up shirt.
I know, and if you see pictures of me, you could tell I was sweaty. It was hot.
It was a little warm. Luckily, the dinner was outside under the stars, and the sun had already gone down, so that helped a little bit. But anyway, before the dinner started, we got invited to this VIP reception in the Zouk? Is it Zouk? Nightclub?
Z-O-U-K?
Z-O-U-K. I don't even know how they pronounce it.
Or Z-U-O-K? I don't know how you pronounce it either.
It's one of those nightclubs that doesn't open till 11 o'clock at night, and you got to stand in line and be pretty to get in.
Right.
And it's like ridiculously expensive if you want to actually sit down. Didn't I tell you like the cheapest booth was like $10,000 or something? It's like ridiculous. It's not our scene, but it was open for our reception, and it was kind of cool. And I got there, and I was like, there are hundreds of people here. I thought it was just going to be like a small, intimate group.
No, there was a lot more people there than I thought would be there because of the way you described it. I thought it was going to be way more intimate than what it was.
And no sign of Imagine Dragons. So Dale and I are on our second drink, and we're sitting in a booth by ourselves, kind of off in the corner because we didn't know anybody there. Not a soul. And then all of a sudden, the four members of Imagine Dragons stroll in.
Yep.
And of course, a frenzy starts, and everyone, goes up to them and hugs them and getting their pictures taken with them. And I'm like, here I go. Because my main goal of the night was to get a picture with Dan Reynolds.
Right.
I mean, he's hot.
And tell him what you did.
I went right up to him, weaseled my way up next to him, pulled out my phone and showed him my screensaver, which was a picture of him. And he got a kick out of that.
Yeah, he did.
I also thanked him for his work,
yes,
for all that he does. And I said, man, can I get a picture? And so I took a selfie with him. I'll put that up on it's already up.
Yeah, really good.
It came out good. And a professional photographer took a picture of my phone as I'm holding it in the air. Remember that? Somebody took a picture of me taking a picture of us.
Oh, I remember the photographer there, but I wasn't paying attention to.
So that picture, the picture of me and Dan's going up here next to my picture of me and Ricky Martin, for sure. It's not going to be as clear because it was nighttime in a dark nightclub.
You might be surprised at how that's going to turn out.
We'll see. We also saw Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Man, is he huge.
That I always knew he was tall, but until you see him in person, motherfuck.
We didn't get a picture with him.
No.
But we got a picture, the two of us, with Mr. Las Vegas.
Right.
Mr. Wayne Newton.
That was so freaking funny.
It was so weird.
So weird.
Dale and I were assigned to table 62. So we leisurely go in. We're like one of the last people in because we were bidding on stuff at the silent auction.
Right.
And we lost all of our bids.
Right.
So we didn't spend any money at the silent auction. We tried. We were bidding on a guitar. Whose guitar was it? Jewel's guitar.
Yeah.
Signed guitar. We bid on a Game King slot machine.
And we bid on a signed football from the Las Vegas Raiders quarterback.
That would have been fun. That would have been a fun thing to have.
Yeah. No, we lost all the bids.
We lost them all. Anyway, we tried. Anyway, so we go to our table number 62 and it's completely full. And we're like, we've been shafted.
Yeah.
So we go back out to the registration table and they're like, they don't know what to do with us. They don't know where we're supposed to be. So while they're figuring that out, Wayne Newton came up out of nowhere and started shaking hands with all the people behind the registration desk. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude, here's our chance.
Right.
So I said hi.
Because it was just basically
just us and
the
him.
people working the event behind tables and us waiting to get reassigned to the table.
So we said hi to him and I asked him for a picture. And of course he obliged. And you can see him in the middle. You said he's 80?
80.
It's pretty good for 80.
Yeah.
I think he's had some work done.
Well, yeah.
Nice guy.
Very
super nice guy.
Yeah, shaking all the hands of all the people who were working the event.
Yeah.
We could have gotten the picture with Shaq, but he kind of went over in the corner and stood in front of the banner for the thing and took pictures in front of that.
I don't think my arm is long enough to take that picture.
I don't know. But man, it was crazy.
We didn't meet Joel McHale or Guy Fieri, but they were both there. Joel McHale from Talk Soup and Community, he was the MC of the evening.
Yeah. And Guy Fieri is the one who did the menu. Which was pretty amazing.
Oh man. What was it? Filet mignon and cod? Some kind of whitefish.
Oh, whitefish, yeah. Really
and it was like this pear salad before that. Anyway, we did get a table. They put us at the rejects table, number 76, all the way in the back by the bar. We were VIPs and we're sitting at the rejects table.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if someone who was sitting at that table is listening to this podcast. I didn't mean to call you a reject, but you were. We all were. We were the people who had no table.
No table.
Anyway, we had fun. It was a great event. You can watch the entire thing. It's up on YouTube. Just look for the Tyler Rise Up Gala. You can watch. It's like an hour and a half.
It's long, yeah.
Music and talking and everybody and Imagine Dragons, which was pretty damn cool.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
We got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and they fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your hosts,
It's very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
Here we go again. Other breaking news, you guys already know about this probably because it's always huge news when this comes out. Rihanna signs on to be the 2023 halftime performer at the Super Bowl in February.
I think this is going to be fun.
She hasn't performed on a stage
In a long, long time.
in 4 years.
Yeah.
And she hasn't put an album out since 2016.
That's why I think this is going to be fun.
But the
because
girl's a billionaire.
She's going. Well, she also has that like clothing line,
Clothing
Fenty
line.
or something.
Who doesn't have a clothing line?
Yeah, but I think this is going to be fun because she doesn't have new music out unless she surprises us with something on the stage. She's going to sing all the hits, and I'm looking forward to.
The other big news that came out just a couple days before that was that Apple Music is now going to be the sponsor of said halftime show. They signed a multi-year deal, reportedly worth $50 million a year.
Aye.
It was Pepsi for years and years and years.
Forever.
Pepsi decided to put their money somewhere else. Now it's Apple Music.
I think it's fun. I mean, we're Apple fans. Maybe it'll also be streaming on the Apple Music app.
I love Apple Music. I use it almost every day.
It's fun.
We both do. And it's fun. You can get anything you want. One small price. In other sports news, they finally set the date for the Formula One car race that's happening here in Las Vegas for the first time ever down the famous Las Vegas Strip, November 18th, 2023. Room packages are already on sale, Dale, and casino execs expect that room rates are going to be 3 times their normal rates.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
I think that's one of those weekends we don't want to go anywhere near the Las Vegas Strip. I was telling you, I thought maybe that might even be a good time for us to just get the hell out of town.
I mean, it's probably going to be really backed up for at least the week prior. I mean, because they got to build that track. That track's just not going to go up the morning before.
Right. Man, it's going to take, I would think it would take a long time.
You got that.
A week.
You got grandstands that have to be built.
Think about all the people coming in and out of those casinos. It's going to be hard. It's
I mean, I think
it's
going to be great for the city, but...
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. And I'll watch it on TV.
Yeah, because I think it'd be fun to see. But it's 10 o'clock in the evening, which is weird.
Starts at 10 o'clock at night. I bet we'll hear it from here. I mean, we can hear airplanes taking off at the airport when they're taking off to the north.
Oh, we'll hear it because it's going to be loud.
It's going to be very loud. We talked about, hoping that we were going to be the winners of the MegaMillions when it went over $1 billion a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It was not us. We can say that now. But the 8 weeks after the numbers were called, the 2 winners finally came forward to collect their money. 10 days to spare.
Wow.
If they had waited 10 more days, it would have gone back to each state.
Yeah.
That money. $1.3 billion. The lump sum, which they decided to take, $780.5 million.
Wow. Wow.
Everyone takes a lump sum, right? It would be stupid not to.
Yeah.
You could, if they invest wisely, they're going to triple that money.
Right.
Not now.
No, not now.
Although, right before we sat down to do the show, the Dow was up. The NASDAQ was up. So hopefully we'll have a good day today.
Yeah.
We depend on that. I mean, as lowly podcasters, all we got is our investment. We don't got no $785.5 million, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, the reasons these 2 friends, they bought the ticket together, and they have decided to remain anonymous, which is probably the number one tip I'd give anybody. Do not put your name out there and tell as few people as fucking possible.
Well, some states don't have that thing. Sometimes you have to. You can't remain anonymous.
Well, luckily they were from Illinois, and that's one of the states. And I don't know. We don't have it here in Nevada, so we don't have a rule here. I don't know what would happen if we bought it in California. I don't know what their rule is.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were busy working with lawyers and financial planners and getting everything set so that they would be ready once they got their big fat checks.
Wow.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
For all of us who don't have billions of dollars, you can still afford to eat. All you need is a Costco membership. Costco CFO Richard Galanti just fielded questions recently about their famous $1.50 hot dog and drink deal that the company has had since day one. They said they're standing the line. They're never, ever going to raise the price.
Yeah.
I mean, inflation has caused all kinds of food stuff to go up, right?
Right.
But not...
Especially meats. It's really expensive for meats now.
But $1.50, you get a hot dog and a
drink.
And a soda. I love it. He says they're keeping it forever. They also, I didn't know this, they have a rotisserie chicken. Did you know the rotisserie chickens are only $4.99?
I did know that.
The whole thing. The whole chicken. It's kind of sad that a chicken's life is only worth $4.99. Seems like a chicken should be more than $4.99.
I mean, it's like the most plentiful food in America is freaking chicken.
You gave up the chicken.
I gave up the chicken.
Yeah, chicken doesn't.
Well, it gave up on me.
Chicken doesn't like him. That's right. You've only been eating your whole life, and it only took 40 years to figure out that chicken doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Oprah has reportedly ended her deal with Apple, going back to Apple here, after a 4-year deal with Apple TV Plus to create content for them. They didn't say this in any of the articles, but I believe that Apple's probably pissed at her
Yeah.
because she did her 2 biggest interviews while she had the deal at Apple, and she did them for CBS. She did the big, huge Meghan and Harry royal sit down,
Right.
where they spilled all the tea. And then she did her big sit down with Adele after Adele hadn't done anything for years.
Right.
Both were huge, huge for CBS. And Apple must have been pissed about that.
Yeah, because she does that same sort of that interview show for Apple.
Right.
And why these two were excluded, it seems weird to me.
It seems very weird. And I think that's why Apple said, bye, Oprah. She doesn't need the money. She doesn't need to do anything.
No.
I'm surprised she's even doing as much as she does.
I mean,
these days.
you look at, she also gave up, or there was some bitter stuff between her and the guy from 60 Minutes.
I know.
She lasted no time on that. Maybe she's just hard to work with.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she is.
Yeah.
I think when you get to that superstar, billionaire, multi-billionaire level, you become a little hard to be around.
I mean, she was announced for 60 Minutes, and it lasted maybe
Not even the whole season.
3 months.
Yeah.
She was on there.
Just couldn't do
Just
it.
nothing.
Because she wanted 100% control. How much you want to bet that was the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Oprah and the guy from 60 Minutes, I heard is a pain in the ass. Like
Yeah.
he's a stickler, and things are going to run this way because they have run the same way for 60 Minutes forever. So
Interesting. We got a whole bunch of TV news. We can go through this pretty quickly. You guys are, I'm sure you're fans of Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus 2 drops finally this Friday, September 30th on Disney Plus. And the early reviews, Dale, are pretty good.
I know. I just watched the trailer again this morning. It's really funny. I mean, the best part about that whole thing, especially in the trailers, when they get in the first one, it was a broom and like a vacuum cleaner and
Right.
stuff. And now one of them is on 2 Roombas, which is funny because
That's hilarious.
It's an upgrade.
It's updated.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun that all 3 of them easily jump back right into the characters.
And they look really good.
After what, 30 years? I mean, how did they do that? They all look
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
It looks like a lot of fun. Are we
looks
going to
like-
watch it on Friday?
Why not? We have nothing happening on
Yeah.
Friday, do we?
I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Also, Dale doesn't give a shit about this, but The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 3 premieres tomorrow,
Is that why it's highlighted in red?
September 28th on Bravo. No, it's just every other one is red, see?
Oh, okay.
But I'm excited about it. I love all the drama.
Yeah.
Love the drama. Plus, most of it takes place in Park City, which is one of my favorite places on earth, so I get a kick out of that. Now, this one's for you. Criminal Minds Evolution, which is the new reboot series of CBS's long-running show, which they canceled back in 2020 after 15 seasons. It's finally going to drop. We finally have a date for it. Thursday, November 24th. Now, that sounds like Thanksgiving. Is it? Let me see.
It's got to be close.
It is Thanksgiving. So that's the day they're dropping 2 episodes of the 10-episode season. Then there will be one every Thursday until it ends.
I think that this reboot has promise only because the original gang, almost all the original gang all of them are back together. With the 2 newest ones, Adam Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the new right before the end.
Right.
But he was a favorite. Like no one hated him.
And of course, one of my good friends, Aisha Tyler, she's back. He's laughing, but I know her, and I got a picture of her right there. See,
I don't know.
right above your head.
I love all of this.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
We're very excited about it, and everyone's back except for that guy, that genius guy,
Matthew Gray Gubler.
Yeah,
or Goobler, however.
He said he was done with it. He didn't want to do it no more.
He was him and Kirsten, the other smart one, were like the only 2
OGs
who were like every single episode, episode for 15 years.
Yeah, out of this list, Paget Brewster came on after the fact.
Yep.
Aisha Tyler was only on for a couple years. AJ Cook was not. AJ Cook wasn't an original.
She was,
and then she left.
Then she left for a little bit. I think she was pregnant.
Yeah.
and was gone for a while, and then she came back.
Right.
Yeah. So Matthew Gray Gubler and Kirsten Vangsness are like the two all the way through the whole thing.
Good. Well, I'm excited about it. It's called Criminal Minds Evolution, Thanksgiving Day on Paramount Plus. If you guys don't,
can't wait.
If I didn't mention that. They're also, producers said they're keeping it PG-13 because they have a huge teenage audience. They know that. My niece Annie, she's a huge Criminal Minds fan.
See, I knew she liked it, but I didn't know it was a thing amongst all teenagers.
Right. But the agents are excited, the actors are excited because they finally get to use curse words now that it's not on CBS.
Yeah. I can't wait.
They dropped a trailer and the date for the season 3 of Dead to Me on Netflix. Excited about this. It seems like it's been a really long time between seasons.
Very
years.
Long time. Yeah.
Maybe pandemic did that. I don't know. This is that show with Christina Applegate and Linda Cardinelli and James Marsden. He's in it too.
Yes.
He plays twins. I guess I probably shouldn't say the spoiler alert if you've never seen Dead to Me. I was going to tell you what's going to happen in this season, but I won't. It's a really great show. The first season was awesome. The second season was okay.
Yeah.
But it did have a couple of great twists in it.
The one part that I hated about the second one is that James Marsden came back as a twin. Because I can't see beyond it. It's stupid.
Right. And that is
he should have just went away.
And that is kind of a spoiler alert if no one's seen the show.
Yeah.
It's
been over a year.
It's been well over a year. Yeah, so fuck you. But I would suggest that's not going to ruin it for you. You guys should watch it.
It is a fun show.
Yeah.
But that was the hard for me. That I didn't like it.
The one thing that we can never spoil for you, there's no spoiler alerts when you're talking about Hallmark Christmas movies because they're all exactly the fucking same. You all know what the ending is going to be from the very first 2 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Hallmark released their movie schedule for this Christmas season. They have 40 new movies this year. They also are evolving a little bit. This is the first season they're going to have their first gay-led movie. Now, they've had gay people in their movies before, but this is the first time that 2 guys are going to be the leads, and they're going to be the ones that fall in love.
Oh.
And it's starring Mean Girls alum Jonathan Bennett, who I follow on Instagram, and I absolutely love him.
Cool.
He's so cool. He just came out like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's called The Holiday Sitter, and it comes out on December 11th if you guys want to watch that. And everybody's getting into the game now. Netflix, Disney Plus, Lifetime, Up TV, OWN, Ion, and Great American Family, which used to be Great American Country. They're also in the game, but none of them have gay movies. You'd think Netflix might have some gay gay Christmas movies. Anyway, I watch a couple of them. I'll put it on in the background.
It's fun in the background.
Yeah.
And,
they're super
nice when
super
it's chilly outside and you have it on. Yeah.
Get some cocoa and a nice blanket and cuddle up with your dog. James Earl Jones famously voiced Darth Vader for decades and decades. He's 91 years old now. And he finally signed over the rights to the voice.
Wow.
He's not going to do it anymore.
That sounds weird that Star Wars wouldn't own that anyway.
You would think.
Right.
But can you own an actor's voice? Apparently, they had to get his permission to use an AI version of his voice going forward if they need Darth Vader to speak sometime in the future.
Oh.
So it will sound like James Earl Jones,
right?
But it will actually be a computer.
Gotcha.
So that's happening. Side note there, James Earl Jones just got a Broadway theater named after him.
Oh.
Yeah. That just happened a couple weeks ago. He wasn't there for that, but he has been to the theater. They took him on a tour. I don't know why he wasn't there. Maybe he's not feeling well.
Oh, I mean, he's an old man.
91. Breaking news, the Queen died. Did you hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that last week. Yeah. It is the Poltergeist. I don't think it's the Poltergeist. It's just Poltergeist. It's their 40th anniversary. Can you believe it's been that long? So you probably didn't watch it when it first came out because you were only like 1.
Yeah.
1.5. I watched it.
But I have seen it.
I think I've talked about that on the show before. My sister and I used to watch it all the time because it was on HBO, and we had HBO way back then.
Yeah.
And my mom and dad told us absolutely do not watch it.
So you watch it.
Of course, we watched it again and again and again. I've seen it a million times. They just put out a remastered 4K Ultra HD DVD version of it. I would like to see that.
Mm.
And guess what? tomorrow, Wednesday, the 28th, we could go across the street and see it on the big screen at the South Point Movie Theater.
Hey.
It's showing all over the country this past weekend, yesterday, and tomorrow.
It's been forever and ever since I've seen it.
Tomorrow's the last day. It's going to be on the big screen. So if you guys want to go to the theater, you can see it. You want to do that tomorrow? Poltergeist?
The theater.
I know, but Poltergeist.
You just were going to say it's on HBO.
It is streaming on HBO Max, and it will be shown on AMC in October.
And we do have a very large television.
We do, and we can turn the lights off.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, decapitation sometimes works to get you what you want. Sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Sounds life-ending to me. But you remember the Destination movies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Final Destination.
Final Destination.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this last one's only going to be called Destination.
Yeah, that's why when you're on the highway and you're behind a big rig carrying logs,
you move.
Right.
Yeah.
And everyone gets that reference. You move out of the way.
Anyway, the Final Destination movies 1 through 5 were big hits. And the last one was 11 years ago. But now Destination, which will be the name of the sixth one, is coming out. And directors Jack Lipovsky and Adam Stein were pitching they wanted to be the directors of it.
Yeah.
So they had to pitch the producers that they were the right guys for it. So they set up a Zoom call with the potential producers, and then they staged a fake decapitation of one of them via ceiling fan. I don't know how they pulled it off.
Wow.
But the producers were so impressed that they gave him the job.
Nice.
Not cool.
I mean,
I would love to see that video.
That's weird because a ceiling fan, it's almost impossible to be decapitated by a ceiling fan.
If it was going faster than it should.
Like they're not sharp.
There was something wrong with it. I don't know. I thought that was kind of fun.
No, that's when you do that to get the job. I think it's very clever.
Very clever.
Break it down. Get swishy with it. Swish Edition.
Yeah, it's Swish Edition. You just have to remind you every now and then what you're listening to.
Yeah.
Hey, this is so weird to me. I don't understand the business of picking a color of the year.
I remember us talking about this last year.
We did. There's also this whole industry of color trending and predicting, and there's just a small group of people that decide what everything is going to be colored or painted, or what color they're going to put out of Keurig machines. You know what I mean? They forecast these colors years in advance. What are going to be the popular trending colors next year or 2 years from now? Some people decide that for us.
Yeah, because there's no way they can know what people are going to be attracted to. You just tell us what is going.
You just tell us what's right and what's wrong. Anyway, Sherwin-Williams always comes out with their color of the year, and they've announced, I don't know why they announced it so early, but they've announced that Red End Point will be the color of 2023. I have a picture here of a kitchen painted, cabinets painted in it. It's kind of a blah mauve color. It does nothing for me. It's got a little pink in it.
It's a dull pink.
A dull pinkish beige kind of a thing, which I don't find flattering at all. I guess it's kind of
Not
a very
bad picture.
It's a very deserty color.
Yeah, it would probably work here.
Might work here.
Brighten up the kitchen.
Anyway, because they didn't want to be left out, the Behr Paint Company also came out with their 2023 color of the year, and it's
white.
Really fucking stupid. It's called Blank Canvas. Dude, Dale was right. It is fucking white. It's just white. It's white.
It's white.
Their color of 2023.
Next year, just be blue.
How racist is that, though? That they're saying the color of 2023 is white. I mean, that's not a good time to do that. With all this woke shit that's going on.
Yeah.
Speaking of woke shit, the government just can't stop with this bullshit. The Federal Drug Administration, is it the FDA? What does that stand for? Federal Drug Administration?
Food and Drug Administration?
Food and Drug Administration. Anyway, I guess they feel like they need to make sure people aren't fucking stupid. People are stupid.
Yes,
but it's not the government's job to tell you not to be stupid. Anyway, apparently there's this thing on TikTok, the goddamn Chinese-owned TikTok. They're trying to kill us all, It's encouraging people to cook chicken in NyQuil, like literally on the stove. Baste your chicken with NyQuil. Yes, it's a thing. So the FDA comes out and said, please don't do this. It's bad. It's really bad for you to smell it as it's cooking, and it's really bad to eat it. Don't do this, America. But do we really need our government to waste time and resources and taxpayers' money to tell us of all the things we shouldn't do?
Because I think there are times where you allow people to do stupid shit to thin the herd.
I'm absolutely 100,000% behind you on that. Let the fucking people eat the NyQuil chicken. Let them do it. And don't waste my money, taxpayer money, to tell people not to be fucking stupid. There are literally a trillion things that you shouldn't do.
That is their job. To tell us what is safe and what...
No, they're supposed to keep our food safe. They're not supposed to tell us not to do stupid shit. You shouldn't drink gasoline out of the pump when you go fill up your car.
God.
Come on now. Speaking of that, do you know how many people, when I'm filling up the car with gas, how many people near me have left their car on while they're filling it up? You know how fucking dangerous that is?
I've done that.
What the fuck? Why would you do that?
Especially like when I was younger and it's back east and it's fucking freezing outside. You leave the car on.
I think it could blow up.
I don't think it can.
Well, don't smoke while you do it.
Oh, no, I don't do that.
There's a sign there. There's a fucking federally mandated sign that says don't smoke while you're filling up your car with gas. I mean, there's so many fucking things you're not supposed to do, right?
Oh, God.
We don't need to tell everybody not to do them. Here's something you shouldn't do either. Don't buy Pepsi's new S'mores collection. Or maybe do. I don't know.
No, it sounds good.
They're putting out 7.5 ounce mini cans of...
Let's say, by the way, that is the best way to drink soda.
In a mini can, because that's about as much as you should drink.
Need. Yeah.
You don't need to go to the movie theater or to 7-Eleven and get the 98 ounce.
Because we are not soda drinkers, but every once in a while I get a hankering and I want a Pepsi or a root beer.
Yeah.
And that little mini can is just enough.
Well, the other day we did bring lunch home and we had a couple little cans of Coke for drinks or for gas or whatever. And I couldn't even drink the whole thing. It was too sweet.
And we don't drink it.
I know we don't drink soda.
But it's nice to have once in a while.
Every now and then. We have ginger ale, so you can make ginger ale.
Ginger ale is probably
bourbon
one of
and
the
ginger.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, the new s'mores collection consists of 3 different flavors. It's toasted marshmallow, graham cracker, and chocolate. And then on their website, they have all these different concoctions, how you can mix them together and make different tastes. It's called their s'mores collection.
Yeah.
I assume it's a limited time thing. This is following on... I didn't even know any of these flavors from Pepsi were past flavor innovations, they call them. They had a maple syrup cola. Did you know that?
No.
They had Pepsi X Peeps. Pepsi that tastes like Peeps from Easter.
Mm-hmm.
They had Pepsi Apple Pie and Pepsi Cracker Jack. I don't want any of that.
No, I just want a regular Pepsi.
I don't want any of that. But there's someone out there. There's someone out there who wants all of that and more.
Well, because it might be fun to try. If you have family over for Thanksgiving, say, look, let's make this concoction.
Oh, maybe we should get some and we could talk about it on the show next week.
There you go.
One more thing, and this is where I do my little rant. The midterms are exactly 6 weeks away from today, and I can't wait because I'm really sick of hearing about all these races all over the country. And it's getting super, super nasty like never before. I mean, we were watching The Circus on Showtime this past Sunday night. And it was that's all they're going to talk about now for the next 6 weeks.
Of course.
And these people are nasty to each other, and they call each other horrible names. There's lots of lies, lots of misinformation out there. So much hate and violence, obviously, still going on. But could we learn something from the 2020 Utah governor's race? I didn't know about this until this morning when I was reading the paper. Back in 2020, the Republican and Democrat candidates got together, the 2 guys that were running for governor, and made an ad together for TV. They said, vote for one of us, preferably me.
Right.
They both said that. But don't hate on the other guy. We like each other. We don't hate each other. Just because we don't agree on politics and policies and things that we want to do doesn't mean we hate each other and that this guy's a bad guy. And I think that's wonderful. And I wish more of them would do that.
That's fantastic.
I wish more of them would do that.
You never see that.
You don't need to hate your friends because they're a Republican. You don't have to hate your friends because they're a Democrat. You don't have to like their ideas.
No.
But it's so stupid to be violent and hate.
Call them names and say, down with this guy.
Down with that guy. All right, guys. We'll talk to you next week for, I don't know why.
Bye.
Just because we like to. They signed a multi-deal.
Jesus.